It also makes me wonder if this was an attempt to bolster a flimsy script. Like they didn't have enough ideas for one, so then they made up another. Thankfully, episode 7 doesn't have that problem. It has a bunch of other ones instead. The episode starts off well, with Titan Tim emerging from the sands just like Godzilla did. Then it swiftly goes downhill by having the siblings repeating almost word for word the dialogue from the end of episode 6.
He just took off.
Maybe it was running from Godzilla, or trying to lure him, away from us.
He took one look at us and ran away.
Well, maybe he was trying to get away from Godzilla.
And left us behind to get stomped on? How is that better?
Did the writers get their notes mixed up or something? Sticking with the positives for the moment, since episode 5 we've had a lot more mentions of Godzilla, which really grounds this story in the Monsterverse, because of course they would be talking about Godzilla all the bloody time. We even have a brilliant reaction shot at the mere mention of his name. When the cast go to see Maze/Cora's family, they find out she's not seen them for 2 years. That's longer than the siblings have gone without seeing their dad. Yet another family is suffering the loss of a family member thanks to Titan issues. Something we the audience should be able to appreciate given the story so far. Emphasis on the word should. We get this wonderful line from the AET suit.
I saw what you were doing.
And you thought that you, the boss of your parents' entire basement, had the power, the ability, the moral authority to put a stop to it.
Fucking ouch. We have Shaw continuing on his anti-Monarch development with a scene that is very reminiscent of King of the Monsters. And then we have Tim, who has been developed and built up over the series from random Monarch guy to a proper character who arguably outshines the main cast. Granted, that's not exactly hard, but still. If we get anything out of this Monarch LOM, it should be a second series starring Titan Tim. Do it, you cowards. Oh, we also get a pitched battle of the bitches, or as I like to call it, a bitched battle. Eh? See what I did there? Between Kate and Verdugo.
Miss Miranda, you're getting back on a plane, and this time if you wander into the red zone, you'll find yourself in jail.
Don't talk to me like that. I don't work for you.
No, you don't. So stop acting like you know my business, simply because your name is Miranda.
What I do know is that you have a Shaw problem. You need to know where he's going and what he's doing, am I right?
Okay, school teacher, thrill me.
This is the logical outcome of pushing strong female characters in media. Eventually, they will clash and provide some interesting conflict, not unlike Tony Stark and Doctor Strange when they met. It's a shame that doesn't happen anywhere near as much as it should. Unfortunately, that's basically everything good in episode 7 of Monarch LOM. There's a bunch of nitpicks, like Verdugo telling Tim she's going to pick him up, then immediately tells him Monarch has no resources to spare.
Stay where you are, I'm sending a team to bring you in.
No, I can't. The Randa kids are here. I need to help them do something first. Also, I might need to piggyback some Monarch resources.
I don't have any resources to piggyback. Get your ass on a plane and report to the nearest Monarch base, now.
Guys, what the fuck are you writing? Outpost 47 woman successfully hides from Frenchie outside, despite her absolutely leaving footprints in the snow for Frenchie to follow. She also relays information to Verdugo that Shaw said, despite her not being in the room when he said it, and wearing headphones as well. Tim activates a city-wide Godzilla alarm and says,
It's a relatively new program that we've been working on since G-Day. Japan has a similar system, but we haven't actually gone public yet.
So why is everyone panicking like they know what it is and where to go? Yes, there's a message on there, but they react instantly. No questioning, no wondering at all. And we get Shaw blowing up the giant hole in Alaska, and he seems to know exactly what's going to happen like he's done it before, which he really shouldn't. based on what we know so far. But once again, these are little things compared to the big problem I have with this episode, namely the May story reveal. I said in previous videos how May's secret past has been brought up and hinted at and teased over and over again. Here in episode 7, that secret past comes to the fore, and it's boring as fuck. I was going to say basically at the beginning of this sentence, but this isn't a basic summary. It's just the story. May, real name Cora.
I'm the Avatar! You gotta deal with it!
Oh dear God, no. Cora hacked a company's system and corrupted it because they were experimenting on animals. That's it. That's the whole secret past story. No major conspiracy, no horrifying crimes, nothing to do with the Titans, just plain nothing.
Disappointed!
The only reason this is a thing is so we can introduce Apex, which happens because Monarch makes a deal with them to get Cora off the hook. Fuck me, even the stuff leading up to Godzilla vs. Kong is shit. I say this is the only reason, but this bullshit also has the side effect of making Cora look like a complete asshole. She committed a crime and ran away from the time. She acted like an arse to everyone, so she didn't have to tell them about the completely unrelated, unimportant, and arguably morally correct crime. And she worked with them, not to help them, but in the hopes of stealing their shit to give to pre-Apex as a bargaining chip. Oh, and let's not forget the trauma she put her family through by disappearing out of their lives for 2 years. It's the equivalent of running away from home so mum can't scold you for stealing a cookie from the jar. Bloody hell show. And that's my thoughts on Monarch LOM episodes 6 and 7. There's some good bits, one really good bit, the burgeoning of a good character in Tim, and a surprise villain in Shaw, all of which is buried under an avalanche of plot holes, terrible stories, worst characters, and... oh shit, I didn't even mention Kate and Ken that much. They barely have anything to add to their story anymore. Okay, now I'm done. I hope this video was fun, enlightening, and cathartic where needed. Come back next week when I'm sure the series will suddenly pick up and be brilliant. Last but not least, thank you for watching.